Hello, today we're going to make this absolutely gorgeous iPad cozy. First things first, we're going to cast on and chain 62. And once we have that done, we are going to go ahead and half double crochet in the third chain from hook and then all the way across. Just half double crochets all the way across. So you'll have 59 stitches total. We're just going to repeat that half double crochet row across, 59 stitches total, through row 6. 7 is technically the beginning of our mosaic, but since it's with color A, it's just hard to see, so we'll start the mosaic section by chaining one with color A and then single crochet back loop only across, but it's hard to see, so let's just go ahead and I'll show you that stitch using the white thread, which is actually row 8. So I'm not skipping row 7 here. I know it kind of looks like that, but it's just very hard to see what this stitch is in row 7 and 8 with that color A on color A. So using the contrasting color is really important. So you're going to pull up a loop and then do your typical chain 1 and then go ahead and single crochet in the back loop only. So where the V of the stitch is, you're going to insert between that V and only pick up the back part of that V in the stitch beneath. So we're going to do that for both rows 7 and 8 to begin our mosaic. Now for rows 9, we're going back to color A and we're going to chain 1 and then single crochet back loop only. I had a little trouble getting it in there this particular row in the next 6 stitches. So those first 6 stitches, here we go, you can really see getting into that back loop only, pulling it up, doing the single crochet there for 6 stitches, and then we're going to double crochet in the front loop only of the row below the white. So you can see we've got 6 stitches here. I'm going to do over, and then we'll go down below the white row into the blue to complete our double crochet back loop only. So we're going to do that across. So we'll do this particular row will be chain 1, single crochet back loop only in the next 6 stitches, double crochet front loop only, single crochet back loop only in the next 13 stitches, and then doing that 2 times over. When it's time for row 10, you're going to switch back to the color B, which is the white, and then chain 1 and single crochet back loop only in the next 3 stitches. Then we're going to double crochet front loop only and then single crochet back loop only 3 times, and then a double crochet front loop only, single crochet back loop only in the next 7 stitches, and then you'll repeat that 4 times. So you'll repeat from the double crochet front loop only, single crochet back loop only 3 times, double crochet front loop only, single crochet back loop only in the next 7 stitches. So this is a very easy pattern, but it's a lot of repeats and you can easily get confused. It's probably easiest to either look at the written pattern or look at the graphic that I created, but either way, this is how it's done, and you're just working in those back loops for the single crochets and then the front loops for the double crochets. Now we're on to row 11 and we're back to color A, and we'll chain 1, and what we'll do on this row is a single crochet back loop only, and then a double crochet front loop only. Hang on, I got a little bit quicker there. Gotta figure myself out. And then we'll single crochet back loop only in the next 2 stitches. And then we'll double crochet front loop only, single crochet back loop only in the next 3 stitches. So you can kind of see our pattern is starting to show. It's kind of neat. And then we'll just follow that, I think we went through the whole thing there, potentially, 6 times. And here we are on row 12 with our color B, the white, and we're going to chain 1 and then single crochet back loop only in the next 2 stitches, and then double crochet front loop only, and we'll repeat that single crochet in the next 2 stitches and double crochet front loop only 2 times. So I kind of lost myself here again. This is so easy to get confused. It's a very beautiful pattern though, and you can kind of see on the back side there it's just pretty stripes. So you get stripes on one side and then the pretty mosaic pattern on the other, which is so neat. So following the repeat of the single crochet 2 stitches and double crochet front loop only, we're going to single crochet back loop only 1 time, then double crochet front loop only, and then we'll have another big repeat of a single crochet back loop only in the next 2 stitches and double crochet front loop only, and we'll do that 4 times. So at this point you can kind of tell the pattern is taking on a life of its own, and it's really easier to see it written down, but you can see how it is done here. So follow through with the mosaic, and then at the end just fasten off with the white, and when you get to the last row of half double crochets in the mosaic pattern with color A, which is the blue, you will want to leave that attached. Do not fasten off. So once you've made it through the mosaic portion, this is pretty easy. We're just going to cast back on, or well, using the same color A, which is the blue. We're not even casting back on, we're just using the same color A. We're going to chain 2 and then half double crochet in each half double crochet across. So you won't even have to do anything different than what you did when we initially started this pattern. And we're just going to repeat that through row 31. When you've completed the bottom part of it, it's time to fold it over and assemble this puppy. So you're just going to cast on at one of the corners. It doesn't particularly matter which one. I kind of chose where the fold starts, and you just cast on and go ahead and do a single crochet so that you're catching both sides of the fabric, as well as all those loose ends in the mosaic portion. I know that's going to be for create kind of a thick area, but remember, this is the inside of the cozy. It's not going to cause a problem, and once you've caught it and trimmed all those ends, it's really not going to make a difference. make sure when you get to the corner that you single crochet 3 there so that you're not pulling that corner too tight. I'm just going to spend a minute here cleaning up and kind of trimming back those ends so there's nothing loose in my little iPad cozy. Weaving in those ends is really both about the aesthetics of it and not catching your iPad or getting anything loose, and then also your project kind of unraveling, I guess, on you. So in this situation, I'm going to spend a couple of minutes just trimming it up, making it nice before I move on. At this point, you can go ahead and start using your iPad cozy just like it is. It fits in there quite nicely. With this particular yarn, you've got a nice little bit of stretch. But I decided I wanted a button, and I found this cute, very natural looking button that seems to fit right through there without having to create a buttonhole or anything. So that's really, really nice. And I just marked my spot, got some embroidery thread, and sewed my little button on, and then you're done and you're good to go. So there you have it. That's how you crochet an iPad cozy with a little mosaic inlay.